Hello everyone, how you doing? My name is Saylee and I'm a youth facilitator for the Liberia Leadership Academy. I just want to take this time to say Happy Independence Day to my fellow Liberian citizens, both here in Liberia and all around the world. Happy July. As the celebratory mood are getting into high gear on this special day, I want us to take that time to reflect and remind ourselves of how we got to this point and how we took that bold step to grasp our sovereignty and pave for ourselves the path to prosperity and happiness. When we think Liberia, we are to remember a time that it came into existence solely because of that dying need to be free from the clutches of oppression, subjugation, and brutality that people of African heritage faced all over the world. We are to remember that no one, not even the United States of America, gave us our freedom. That freedom was apprehended by us. That freedom led to the birth of a great nation to ever grace the continent of Africa while she was being carved into pieces by European imperialism and greed. We are to remember that despite the difficulties and horrors we have faced, we are still standing. No matter how hard our enemies tried to bury us, we only sprouted forth from the ashes into something far greater and something far stronger. So, today, for the first time, I'll be reading the Declaration of Independence that should have been present in our educational system to remind us Liberians of who we are, how we came to be, and what we stand for. We, the people of the Republic of Liberia, were originally the inhabitants of the United States of North America. In some parts of that country, the United States of America, we were debarred by law from all the rights and privileges of men. In other parts, public sentiment, more powerful than law, frowned us down. We were everywhere shut out from all civil office. We were excluded from all participation in the government. We were taxed without our consent. We were compelled to contribute to the resources of a country which gave us no protection. We were made a separate and distinct class, and against us every avenue to improvement was effectually closed. Strangers from all lands of a color different from ours were preferred before us. We uttered our complaints, but they were unattended to, or only met by alleging the peculiar institutions of the country. All hope of a favorable change in our country was thus wholly extinguished in our bosoms, and we looked with anxiety abroad for some asylum from the deep degradation. The western coast of Africa was the place selected by American benevolence and philanthropy for our future home. Removed beyond those influences which depressed us in our native land, it was hoped we would be enabled to enjoy those rights and privileges and exercise and improve those faculties which the God of nature has given us in common with the rest of mankind. Under the auspices of the American Colonization Society, we established ourselves here on land acquired by purchase from the lords of the soil. In an original compact with this society, we, for important reasons, delegated to it certain political powers. While this institution stipulated that whenever the people should become capable of conducting the government, or whenever the people should desire it, this institution would resign the delegated power, peaceably withdraw its supervision, and leave the people to the government of themselves. Under the auspices and guidance of this institution, which has nobly and in perfect faith redeemed its pledges to the people, we have grown and prospered. From time to time, our number has been increased by migration from America and by accessions from native tribes. And from time to time, as circumstances required it, we have extended our borders by acquisition of land by honorable purchase from the natives of the country. As our territory has extended and our population increased, our commerce has also increased. The flags of the most civilized nations of the earth float in our harbors, and their merchants are opening an honorable and profitable trade. Until recently, these visits have been of a uniformly harmonious character, but as they have become more frequent, and to more numerous points of our extending coast, questions have arisen which it is supposed can be adjusted only by agreement between sovereign powers. For years past, the American Colonization Society has virtually withdrawn from all direct and active part in the administration of the government, except in the appointment of the governor, who is also a colonist, from the apparent purpose of testing the ability of the people to conduct the affairs of government, and no complaint of crude legislation nor of mismanagement nor of maladministration has yet been heard. In view of these facts, this institution, the American Colonization Society, with that good faith which has uniformly marked all its dealings with us by a set of resolutions in January, in the year of our Lord 1846, dissolve all political connection with the people of this republic, returned the power with which it was delegated, and left the people to the government of themselves. The people of the Republic of Liberia then are of right, and in fact, a free, sovereign, and independent state possessed of all the rights, powers, and functions of government. In assuming the momentous responsibilities of the position they have taken, the people of this republic feel justified by the necessities of the case, and with this conviction, they throw themselves with confidence upon the candid consideration of the civilized world. Liberia is not the offspring of grasping ambition, nor the tool of avaricious speculation. No desire for territorial aggrandizement brought us to these shores, nor do we believe so sordid a motive enter into the high considerations of those who aided us in providing this asylum. Liberia is an asylum from the most grinding oppression. In coming to the shores of Africa, we indulged the pleasing hope that we would be permitted to exercise and improve those faculties which impart to man his dignity, to nourish in our hearts the flame of honorable ambition, to cherish and indulge those aspirations which a beneficent Creator had implanted in every human heart, and to evince to all who despise, ridicule, and oppress our race that we possess with them a common nature, are with them susceptible of equal refinement, and capable of equal advancement in all that adorns and dignifies man. We were animated with the hope that here we should be at liberty to train up our children in the way they should go, to inspire them with the love of an honorable fame, to kindle with them the flame of a lofty philanthropy, and to form strong within them the principles of humanity, virtue, and religion. Among the strongest motives to leave our native land, to abandon forever the scenes of our childhood, and to sever the most endeared connections, was the desire for a retreat where, free from the agitations of fear and molestation, we could, in composure and security, approach in worship the God of our fathers. Thus far, our highest hopes have been realized. Liberia is already the happy home of thousands who were once the doomed victims of oppression, and if left unmolested, to go on with her natural and spontaneous growth, if her movements be left free from the paralyzing intrigues of jealous, ambitious, and unscrupulous avarice, she will throw open a wider and yet a wider door for thousands who are now looking with an anxious eye for some land of rest. Our courts of justice are open equally to the stranger and the citizen for the redress of grievances, for the remedy of injuries, and for the punishment of crime. Our numerous and well-attended schools attest our efforts and our desire for the improvement of our children. Our churches for the worship of our Creator, everywhere to be seen, bear testimony to our piety and to our acknowledgement of His providence. The native African bowing down with us before the altar in the name of the great God, our common Creator and our common Judge, we appeal to the nations of Christendom and earnestly and respectfully ask of them that they will regard us with the sympathy and friendly consideration to which the peculiarities of our condition entitle us, and to extend to us that comity which marks the friendly intercourse of civilized and independent communities. Done in convention at Monrovia, in the county of Montserrado, by the unanimous consent of the people of the Commonwealth of Liberia, this 26th day of July, in the year of our Lord, 1847. The Declaration of Independence by Hilary Teague. So, this was the spark that led to a great republic. We must remember, we must never forget, we must improve, we must advance, and we must grow, and we shall grow. Happy Independence Day once more. Oh, where are my manners? Lest I forget, if you would love to have a copy of the Declaration of Independence, feel free to leave me a message in my inbox and I will send it to you almost right away. Also, if you would love to get an in-depth detail of how the Republic of Liberia actually came into being, I will leave a link in the comment description where you can click on it and then head to our YouTube channel where we have a Liberia History Channel playlist that contains the history of Liberia, such as the birth of the African Republic, which I highly recommend that you watch, that has more than 3 parts. You can watch them, you can get to know what you didn't know, and you can even ask questions. So once again, happy Independence Day and my 26 on you. I'm just kidding. Happy Independence Day.
All hail Liberia, hail. All hail Liberia, hail. All hail this glorious land of liberty shall long be ours. Though knew her name, great be her fame, and mighty be her power. Though knew her name, great be her fame, and mighty be her power, and mighty be her power, and mighty be her power. 1, 2, 3, 4. Enjoy and gladness with our hearts united, we shout the freedom of a race benighted. Lonely, we are happy land, this home of glorious liberty by God's command. This home of glorious liberty by God's command.